Hello, welcome back. We are doing 8 weeks to effective communication. Last week we covered communicating to understand the other person. We practiced that for 1 full week. If you're new here, use it however you'd like. As we all know, communicating is everywhere in our lives. Every single thing we do, every single thing we see, every single thing around us is communicating something to us. And how we communicate with those we love, with those we work with closely, it forms our experience of life dramatically. So this week, what we are going to focus on is if I or you disagree with what you're hearing, to not combat it. We're going to focus on asking why without a rebuttal. Ask why without a rebuttal. And what does this do? What is this going to do? For me, what it does is instead of me, well, let me start before that, what it actually is doing here. A lot of times we fear what we don't know. We fear what we don't know, and innately we like routine of what we do know, whether it's good for us or not. We like the comfortability in knowing what's going to happen by doing what we've always done. You know that saying, do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. It's very true, we all know it, but yet so many people continue to do what they've always done and continue to get what they've always got. This helps to challenge that in a gentle way, as long as you have the ability to pause, ask, and reflect. So what it's actually going to do is it's going to cause you to slow down in your communication. And instead of trying to prove a point from the perspective you know, which will co-sign and ensure all the things that you are used to, and be open to someone else's comfort zone. And understanding that, because ultimately people are sharing from their own comfort zone, what they're used to, what they expect, what they would assume, right? So the idea is understand why someone would want to do that. Why would they think that way? Why? And what it's going to do, whether you agree or not, if you share your disagreement, that might just create an argument. However, by understanding them, you can see where their comfort zone is, and you can help them then understand you. Now, I will say from what I have found, people who are good at communicating, like truly good at communicating, you're actually going to learn how to communicate for the other person you're communicating with as well. And this can be a great thing, and it can be a bad thing depending on if you have good intention or not. However, if you can understand where someone's coming from, you can help them make decisions with you to grow in a direction that you both want to go to. But if you argue your point and try to have it be your way, that generally creates a divide, an argument, kind of a me versus you mentality, which, as we know in relationships and work, that's really not conducive to a healthy environment. So for this week, starting today, I encourage you, anytime that you disagree with a statement someone says or a way of being or anything like that, do not come at it to try to change it right away. Try to understand it, and understand it without trying to dismantle it or take it apart. Just understand, why is it that way, and why would someone want to do what they're saying they want to do, or why would their perspective be what it is? And from there, see what's doable. And see how differently goals are accomplished or action is taken. You can do this with children. It probably works great with children. Well, this is week 2. This is the journey of 8 weeks to healthy communication. So have an amazing day. I look forward to seeing how this works for you. See you next week.